and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you don't have to adjust your sets. This is me, as I say, on a new night tonight. It's not Monday night again, we are still on the Fridays, and we are here for MRC X around Brazil tonight. And as usual, on the on Mondays, I am not alone tonight. I'm not just with one driver, but with two tonight. And some say they have managed to escape out of James Vowles' one of the secret rooms at Williams and they've linked up with Lawrence Stroll of all people tonight. First off, to introduce, it is number one. It is Mr. Bobo. Good evening.
Good evening, man. Good evening.
How are you tonight? You looking forward to this?
I'm doing really good, man. I'm excited, always.
And driver number two, some say is you can hear his howls on the winds of Middlesbrough on the nights, on the very lonely nights, and and he's a very Mercedes fan. He's already got him anyway. It's Archie. How are you, sir?
I like that. That was a good one. I like that.
Oh, apologise. Yeah, how are you, Archie? You okay?
Yeah, good, my friend. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I thought, as I say, I'd introduce you. As I say, you've managed to escape from James Vowles tonight.
We have, yeah, but we're still together, which is cool. We're still in the same team. We've gone to the Green Machines. I've got a little bit of a breakthrough in terms of weather.
Have we put a pound in the meter tonight?
Yeah, someone's got the hose pipes out for the race. It's going to be fun. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be fun, though.
Well, as you said here on another commentary, it does not just rain here, it monsoons it.
It does, yeah, so it's going to be a big trade-off, I think, for everybody, I think, this evening, to make sure everything's set up for that race. And it's luckily it's only 25%, but it's still going to be extremely difficult.
Nice thick and fast one tonight for us tonight, because it's very quick track here. It's a very, very fast, very flowing circuit, isn't it, Brazil?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, part of our Fast and Furious season that we've got going on, and round 3, and we've already seen some great races so far across all tiers. And yeah, round 3, I think a lot of people know this track. It's one that most people practice early on, and yeah, sort of get used to a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna be good fun, I think, and realistic performance. So it throws a lot in the mix.
It does. It means, because normally we run on equal playing field, so everyone has pretty much the same car underneath them, obviously without the different paint schemes. But how do you find it setting up the car compared to equal, compared to realistic, both of you?
I think
you go, Mark. You go.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't find it too bad. I've not made changes from sort of my normal setup to these in the race I've done so far. So yeah, I don't find it too bad. It is a little bit different, but not too much, I don't find. Maybe it's just my level, I think.
Bobo, yourself?
Yeah, I bought setup, so
oh, splashing the cash, eh?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a good understanding about like suspensions and everything. So
no, I understand that.
I'm just trying it a little bit, changing my wings and stuff, but yeah, it feels decent.
Yeah, that's good to hear. As the laps are starting to come thick and fast now, with Armour taking the 108.6 and G-Star and Smith both in the 109s. There's Bo. Okay, yep, all right. He just decides, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna put the thing on pole.
Exactly.
On the medium tires as well.
Exactly.
Very quick lap from yourself.
Mediums are not too bad often. Like, if you have like one shot qualify, you see often people on the mediums. I still don't get it, but it's quick tire.
Yeah, the delta's not too bad around here. I feel, in terms of compared to the medium, the soft tires.
No, indeed.
I think as Ben's just having a nice little poodle around again.
It looks like the tire wear is not too bad as well. I only have 2% so far.
Who is just warming up to start a lap? Let's go on board with our benevolent leader in the Team Papaya tonight, Mr. Single Track, as he comes just out of Yun Sao, powers up the hill. As near enough's opening bank a lap from yourself, Hodgie.
Yeah, it's a bit shaky with some of it, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
There's definitely a lot of time in there, so I know there's plenty in it, so we'll see how it goes.
Good starter lap as Martin heads through the center S as he blasts straight through down to turn 3. DRS activates as he heads down towards one of the better overtaking opportunities at this track, going to turn 4.
I don't like it.
What, to pass there, or?
Yep, don't like that corner. Martin and I have had a few instances down there in the past, so I don't like it.
As he heads up, round up towards turn 5 up the hill, and gets towards the slower, more technical part of the circuit. It's very different parts, isn't it? Sector 1 and 3 are very, very quick, very flowing, straight line speed, and then sector 2 is just the real technical bit. You need the wings for it, don't you?
Yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it? So it's one of the, you just got to do that. It's sometimes a bit of a sacrifice around here. Do you get the rear grip to push up the hill, for example, and then and that middle sector to get the traction down? But then, of course, you're right. Then it can hamper you, especially out the final corner of Junkao, and the final major corner, I should say. And then it can really hamper you. It's a difficult one to sort of get right, I find, and it's just that little bit of trade-off.
Definitely, I'll agree with that. As we head on with Wookie finishing his lap, 1:13.2, in P10. Should be able to get some more time out of that Red Bull, I feel.
Ben taking the pole for now.
Yeah, 1:07.9, Pyrrhus as always.
Yeah.
As I'm going to go on board with the Blowhole's favourite person in the whole wide world, and the Alpine is the saviour, as he's just backing off for a lap, I think. Ben's going. Martin's just on a slowdown lap. It's just a little lull now in between.
Yeah, and that's it. It's people getting the runs right. I mean, luckily, if it does rain as much as it looks like it's going to, then it's sort of tyres aren't really going to be much of a factor. But again, it's just with fewer drivers on track tonight, then it's that little bit of lull as people go between their qualifying runs and making whatever changes they can do.
Oh yeah, it's with it being a short track as well. Traffic is going to be quite an issue, I feel, in this qualifying session. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. It can be quite a major one.
I think only Austria is the shorter track, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, good
It's
call.
104 in Austria.
As I'm going to put one of you under pressure. I'm going to go on for a lap with one of you.
Yeah, that'll be me then, because I'm starting it.
I'm no pressure, but
Yeah, exactly.
as we head beautifully through the center S there, as you power straight through turn 3.
Yeah, medium tyres for this one.
Activate the DRS.
See how these go. But slightly down first sector.
Not by much, 9,000th.
Better exit through there though.
Fabulous exit up. There's one reason I like this track is the undulation with it. It's not flat. It's up downhill.
And yeah, people hate Portugal. I mean,
I think it's the track limits. I think it's the track limits more with Portugal compared to here. You've got a lot more leeway, I feel, with the limits here at Brazil compared to Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal is so difficult with the traction.
Yeah, that's true.
Out some corners.
I can agree with that. As keeping very nice and tight to the wall.
Not great.
I'm gonna jump away for a minute. I'm gonna go on to. It's only fair. It's only fair. We see one Aston Martin. We watch the other.
Going wide the last corner.
Oh, well held out of John South from there, Bobo. Get a little bit of a run off the Mercedes. G-Star managed to stay nicely out your way. Shortest distance to the line. 107.6. Nice
What
pole
a
lap.
Yeah, it was a good lap. Just a small mistake in the end. I think it cost like 1 or 2 tenths, but still a good lap.
Yeah, the Mercedes may have given you a bit of a toe up the straight.
Yeah, indeed.
As we head on, speaking of Mercedes, we're going to go have a quick check on G-Star, see how he's getting on with his lap. Looking as well, we are still getting some viewers today, which is always nice. Especially because it's a certain romantic day today, isn't it, boys?
It is.
That's with you guys today.
Oh mate, that's it. Driver of the day, just wins straight away. Doesn't it? Love it.
Oh, I love it. G-Star blasts up the hill, keeps it tight towards the barrier. See where he's going to end up. 106, 107, 108.4 goes to P4. It's looking very tight, this grid tonight.
I'm just waiting for Ben to get me out of position.
He is on an out lap.
Yeah, exactly.
He is on an out lap and he is behind Haji.
I must say, like the car is feeling really good, even with realistic performance.
It's always is good to hear as we have a quick check on one of the Ferraris with Armor.
Not that good as William car, but yeah.
Of course.
Armar's just on a bit of a slowdown lap. I think Martin's in the middle of a lap. Let's check on him and see how he's getting on. Come on, 9 viewers. I hope you've all rung the bell and subscribed, all of you.
Absolutely. Don't forget to hit the like button as well.
Oh yes,
Join
forgot.
us in the YouTube chat.
Yep. So you don't, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of the action. Which we're going to have plenty of races still coming up for the rest of the season.
We certainly do.
Martin 108.3 goes to P3. Fantastic lap in the McLaren. He's not going to be pulling any punches tonight, I feel.
No, and I know he's trying a bit of a varied, wild setup that he was talking to me about just before we started and came on air. So it seems to be working for him.
Yeah, it's looking very planted, that McLaren, and he could be one of the dark horses tonight. And speaking of one of the main runners, Ben is a couple of tenths up as he's coming up the penultimate corner through John South.
We'll be really close. He was faster than me in Sector 1, but slower in Sector 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tight as he takes the narrowest line to the run to the line. Stays P2. 107.7.
Really
Wow.
But with the short laps, there's still one more run, I think, from everybody.
Yeah, I nearly decided to try and go out again then and try and get 2 laps in, but I don't think I've got enough time for that, so I'll just wait and do hopefully one more, try and get a bit of improvement. First lap was mediums, I made a mistake on my second lap, just couldn't get the middle sector hooked up for some reason, so yeah, I failed on my second medium lap.
Sorry, didn't mean to jump over there, Hodge.
All good, all good.
Saviour P3.
Yeah, Saviour.
108.0.
He's always like waiting for his lap or something. He's maybe invalidating his lap a lot of times, like in quali, but he's always up there later on.
Yeah. Saviour's one of the drivers, and I don't mean to inflate his ego with this at all. Don't get me wrong. He's one of these very quick drivers that you can never write off.
No.
Absolutely.
You write him off at your peril.
In the predictions this season, I said like who's taking the championship, Ben or Ugoni. But Saviour is up there, man.
He is. He's giving
really
both of them
quick.
a good run for his money this season.
And I see him a lot of times like in front of me. But it's always like surprising. Like he's always on the edge. It feels like he's always sliding, and it's amazing.
He does like a very aggressive car.
Yeah, indeed.
I find.
There's a few of the top guys up there in Tier 1 that tend to do that. I've noticed that. I know Chris is one of them, or used to be especially as well. That, yeah, they do like a car that slides around quite a lot, and I don't know. They seem to catch it more. I don't know how they managed to keep it in one piece really, and keep it in a straight line. I definitely don't have that talent. I don't know Bobo, if you're like a bit like that as well, and like it where the rear is sort of a bit lively.
No, I'm surprising a lot of times as well. Like if Xavier is in front of me, I'm like, how is he saving that? Like I have that a lot of times in my mind.
Normally myself, I try to keep the car as predictable still as I can.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I just can't get to grips with a lot of the slides that the car tends to do. So yeah, I'm sort of same. I like to have the rear planted. I like, it's no secret, I like a car that's quite pointy as well.
Yeah, same here. I feel it's definitely, you want something predictable, because I'm still not as, I still struggle a lot with obviously with the no traction control. Obviously we run, it's still a little bit of getting used to feeling with me, but I feel I've gotten better with it. But I still prefer a car where I just think, okay, it turns in nicely, I can catch it and go for the slide.
I put like all assist off like last season. I was in
think
tier
you're mad.
3 and then I did like X-treme for the first time, and I was like, yeah, just practicing it. And for me, it was like the hardest part, always the ABS. Now, of course, no racing line is difficult as well, but ABS was so difficult. But in 3 months, I improved a lot. And, yeah, doing really good right now.
Excellent. So we want to hear. We all want to hear as Sanfeo takes the P8. All the big guns are on their outlaps now. Oh, let's have one quick check with the too sweet guy I know from tier 2. It'll be Carl. It's Carl Edens. He's starting his lap.
Carl did really good last race in tier 2, I believe. If it's single track, right? Or is that Ryan?
I said Carl.
Okay.
The Leicester Minister of Defence, as I like to dub him sometimes, because he is one of the biggest pains in the neck to overtake. He always knows how to where to place his car nicely.
It's getting darker on track.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
There's only about 20 seconds left of the session anyway. So this will be Carl's final lap of qualifying. As he comes through the top of the hill, going downhill to finish the second sector. 0.175. Ben goes to the provisional pole with the 107.5. Carl takes the lap. 108.5 goes to P8. Let's go quickly up to Bobo, see where he's going to finish his lap.
Going wide.
A little wide at the top of the hill.
Cost me pole.
Less than a tenth going up the hill through Sunsao. Xavier finishes P3. G-Star Armour finished their laps.
Oh, I'm losing ERS. No.
Oh, no.
I was a half tent up.
Oh, you've.
Unfortunate, man.
Oh, less than a tenth to pole. Martin doesn't improve, and I think, by the looks of it, I think you'll finish as well, Hodgie, aren't you?
Yeah, poor qualifying, but I feel like I've set up a bit more for the race, so we'll see how that pans out. But we'll see.
Yeah,
not a great qualifying. I did improve by 3 and a bit tenths, but on that lap, but yeah, not the best.
Would have put you around Armour Red single track, but still the race to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then I ran out of big RS as well, so I lost about a 10.
Lap, I felt like ERS management is so important because I lost a little bit of ERS in the last part, and it cost me half of it.
Wow. Yeah, I lost about that up the final straight as well with the same thing, and yeah, you're right. That management is so difficult. I mean, you think it's easy around here because you've got that little sector where you don't necessarily need it, but then it just completely and utter drains it up the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does, especially all the way up Yun South. But as we have a quick look at the grid for the race tonight, it is Ben taking provisional pole by less than a tenth from Bobo, Saviour P3, G-Star P4, followed by Single Track, Armor Red, Sam Feo, Carl in P8, Mark in P9, Law P10, Smith in P11, and Wookie rounds out the grid in 12th. So, predictions, boys. How do you think your race is going to go?
Hopefully not backwards, to be fair, but we'll see. We'll see what the weather's like. We'll see how that changes. So it'll be good fun.
Bobo, yourself?
Yeah, it's different conditions in the race, and I didn't adapt to it with my setup, so I have no idea. We'll see how it goes.
Is that a subtle? Is that a subtle hint to the weather you're giving me?
No.
Oh. Okay, now this is flipped on its head. We've gone from dry qualifying to a wet race.
Oh, it's raining.
Good thing it's not raining sideways.
Absolutely.
And if you got that reference, you get a million points from me. So I wonder if people are running wet setups in qualifying. I wonder. So as we wait for the race to start, one of your favourite tracks, boys?
Definitely. Yeah. I think it's the best racing track, man. I think it is.
It gets the Bobo seal of approval. Hodgie, what do you think?
It's not too bad. Used to really enjoy it, but I think it's sort of one of those that, like I say, I think a lot of people do practice this one, and it really lends itself to a lot of strong racing and very tight racing as well.
Oh, definitely, I could agree with that. It's one of these tracks where you can actually race people. And if you start from the back, it's not really the end of your race. Really, you can fight through here and actually have a good battle and fight through.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's not. There are some narrow points of the track, of course, of the circuit, but you're right. It's about
Sorry, he's gone Cyberman again. Apologies there, ladies and gentlemen.
I have no idea why. I don't know what's going on with my microphone tonight.
Do you want to try that again?
I can't remember what I was going to say now. I actually can't remember what I said. So we'll move on.
It's one of the ones people practice. I think we got a lot. I think we got there, didn't we? So
it is.
This track, like almost in every place, you can go side by side. Like that's the exciting part for me. You can go like one lap side by side, and if you give each other space, of course.
Oh yeah. That's all. But we're clean. We're respectful here, aren't we, boys?
Yeah,
absolutely. We pride ourselves on.
Yeah, so this is it's going to be fun to see who has got that dry setup. I mean, the thing for the people who have a dry air setup on right now, it's the fact that it's only intermediate. It's not the full wet. So it looks like it's going to rain. Well, actually, it may not rain for the full race due to the. So it's going to be an interesting end, I think, to the race.
So we're going to get some dry running then, do you reckon?
Could do. Yeah, there's a possibility, I think.
It'll be nice to.
Mark is trying to get in the head.
No, I'm not. I'm just looking at my radar, and I think I'm trying to give it to everybody. I think it's going to go dry at the end.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Which
it changed. Because like
exactly.
a few minutes ago, it was like raining the whole race, and now it's
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. It's because of the break. We saw it in X last week, actually, in Canada, where due to the 5-minute break, it brought what was the rain quite a long distance away, so it made the hard tyres the tyres to start on to try to take them to the rain. Because the 5-minute break, it sort of made it a bit of a toss-up. I went for mediums, didn't work, but the people on the hard tyres, it worked perfectly before the rain came.
I see.
And I think this has now worked in the opposite way now.
It's brought us probably closer to a bit of a dry running towards the end.
Yeah, we could
maybe if we wait like 30 minutes. It doesn't work like that.
I don't think EA are that good at programming.
No, that is very true. If they can't get half the lobbies right, and no, I think you're right.
they're good, but not that good.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I think I can hear the chime to start. Let's have a quick. Well, I know what it's going to be because it's going to be pretty much deadly obvious. But I was going to say pretty much everyone on the intermediate tyres.
I mean, shame Ant's not with us. He'll be on the hards.
Oh yeah, he'd be at home.
Yeah.
He'd be honestly at home in this weather. He'd just think, why is everyone on the same tyres as me?
Exactly.
Ben,
Yeah.
Ben is sliding everywhere, man, in front of me. Like, he's,
Ben, this is F1, not Dirt 3, mate.
he's showing some car control. If I do that, man, it's going wrong.
Bobo, I hate to say it, you tried to imitate what Ben does. I think you would be in the barriers.
Oh my God!
Is he auditioning for the Fast and Furious?
Probably. Whoa! There. I'm already going.
This is going to be a start, I think, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. First race of the week, like not of the week, but as a new race
of this cycle, yeah.
Yeah.
As we get Amazon showing us the strategies, well, everybody's pretty much on intermediates at the moment, but I think it's going to be towards the end. I think one of the McLarens has gone round.
Oh yeah, so it has.
Is it Chris
back
Bailey again?
Oh no! Shots fired!
I wonder if he's watching tonight. Actually,
I know.
Don't let him hear.
I'm going to put my normal little tradition on for the starts. I'm going to have a very nice clear screen so everyone can have a good view of the start. Best of luck to you both.
Yeah, man, it's going to be exciting. It's difficult conditions, so...
It is, isn't it?
Best of luck to you as Lorpy gets into position for this one as we go to the red lights. 2, 3, 4, 5... And for round 3 for season 16 of MRC X is a go as we try to get back to, as I say, Ben has managed to hold off at the lead. Boba managed to keep P2, Saviour P3. I think everyone is line astern at the moment as I'm just trying to get all my menu back. It's one of the
issues. Someone gone wrong.
There, G-Star. Ben has lost, as I say. I think he's had a bit of a spin out of there. G-Star's had a stonker of a start. He's up to P2 already. This one, as we say, he is the biggest, pretty much the biggest winner, apart from Hodges have made 4 places up P5. But cracking start from both of you. McLaren's
interesting at the start, to say the least.
Saviour's round, actually. I think I missed it, as I say. He was the car that went off in the background. Sorry to jump over you, but
it's all good.
That Saviour, unfortunately, has had a bit of a spin, so he's going to have to try and catch back up to the field. Now, as Saviour's going to try and have to catch back up, as I say, as Bobo looks like he's trying to make a break for it and just run away from it with G-Star trying to hold off Ben, which is a very unenviable task, I must admit. Armar dropping a little bit back, but he's keep holding up, as I say, in P4 with the other Aston right on his heels, and with Team McLaren's line astern in 6th and 7th, Sanfeo coming in through in 8th as well. So clean enough start for everybody for this one as we go on to lap 2. Ben is crawling over the back of that Mercedes as we've got 2 battles developing pretty much here, P2 to P3, and then we've got Armar.
Oh, Benny's wide.
Yeah,
Benny's wide up the hill.
Yeah, he's just caught up there because I think he just passed G-Star. He must have gone wide a little bit at the top of the hill about turn 5, and it's a bit of a bottleneck now.
Yeah, Armo was sort of cautious of him. I tried to look on the inside of them both and couldn't get through.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to avoid Ben, just make sure he didn't T-bone into the side of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
which is a very good thing to do. As I say, Armar's a very aware, very clean driver, so he wouldn't be doing anything so completely reckless. But this nice little battle, as I say, P2 all the way down. P7, P8 now. Sanfeo's coming onto the back of this train now.
Oh, Martin got a good run.
Martin's got a great run going on, the Hodgie going into the center S. Is he going to try to stick it up there? Thinks better of it. Holds position behind the Aston. As we go, I think this is the closest fight at the moment. As Lorpe and Sanfeo having a quick look. Martin's keeping Hodgie. He's keeping Hodgie honest.
Yeah, yes, certainly is.
Hodgie's keeping Armar Red in his sights, just thinking, you're not going to get rid of me quickly, Mr. Ferrari. And I wonder if Ben has recomposed himself and he's going to try and get back after G-Star. Although I must say that Visa, Cash App, Spotify, PayPal, I'll just throw new names on it every week. It's a running gag. He's looking ever so planted. Way more confident on the power, I think.
Exciting start in the beginning. Like Ben had a small little spin, and I had contact in turn 1 with him.
Yeah, you've got yourself quite a decent little lead there, about 4.2 seconds. As Martin and Hodgie straight to turn 1.
But a good run again up Junkel, so that's fine.
Yeah, he's going to live fight another day. I think he's going to try. Not close enough, I don't think, for a look into turn 4.
No, not this time.
We'll have to try and do a move on him in his favourite spot and see how he likes it. Next lap. As we're still getting that visual glitch. We're just running over the curbs and it looks like there's a brake marker being torn apart as Ben goes up the inside of G-Star at the top of the hill. Wheel to wheel. Wheel to wheel gets him on the traction. P2 for Ben, P3 for G-Star. That Ferrari of Armar still lurking. He's keeping steady with some good company tonight, Armar and single track. Keeping themselves very honest. It's a very fast company. Tonight is G-Star is looking right back at Ben again. I think he's trying to size up and move into turn 1, but I think he's thought better of it. Looks like he's staying those wheel tracks of that cash up beautifully as he's trying to look and see where Ben may have the traction difficulties and where he might be weak and where he can probably make a move. But this fight, as I say, P2 down to at least P7, P8, you could throw a blanket over all of you and you could probably keep yourselves on there. Did I hear someone's radio about saying the track might dry out soon?
Oh, I was so concentrated, but it was on me, but I didn't hear what he said, but I think he said that.
Don't want to be giving away the trade secrets now, boys, do you?
But I think he said, yeah.
And though it doesn't look like it's going to dry out yet. And got to make sure those inters don't burn out before possibly we might get some sunshine down here. As G-Star has gone from losing second place to Ben, I think he might be under pressure from Armar Red this lap. Sizing up a move on the Mercedes, and I think he's going to try him into turn 1. Doesn't take it this lap. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, and I think Martin's going to be... But Armar's going to have to watch it, because if he tries to move on G-Star, it doesn't work out. He's going to have that McLaren right all over his diffuser at the moment. And we can't forget as well, the other McLaren and the Aston Martin of the Middlesbrough Maestro are lurking in the distance. So they cannot be silly with these manoeuvres. which is
No, that's it. I'm sort of just sitting here at the moment, still pushing on, but not really able to do anything. I don't know if this is when it comes now down to the whole power difference. I close up now, like in the middle sector, and then yeah, they do power out of Junkow. They've got great traction, where I just don't seem to maybe have the confidence of putting the throttle down too much. So no, it's just a waiting game, really. I think for me at the moment.
It could be that power difference, as I say. At least three of these 4 cars here, they've all got the same engine. The only one that's the difference is Armour with the Ferrari, but it's probably the difference, as I say, with the downforce, probably with each of the cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well, we all know the McLaren is probably one of the most planted cars on the grid, as it's shown from this season. As Armour's not taking a look at G-Star. I think Martin's going to try and make a move in this one. Nope, thinks better of it. Hold station. I'm sorry we've not looked at anyone else. This battle pretty much here. About third down to about 7th, 8th has just been quite really enthralling these last few laps. Martin have another look again. Making trying to just unsettle Armour a little bit. No, it's not. Everyone's just still holding station. Making no moves. You can't really make a move at the top of this hill, though.
Yeah, it gets quite narrow, doesn't it, round here?
Yeah, it's all quite a bit of traction differences. Hodgie, you've closed up quite nicely on Martin there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's this middle sector. It seems to be where, obviously the power is no problem, and then it comes down here, down the hill, and then out of Junkow is the.
But that's the main difference. Yeah, that's the main corner, though, isn't it? Because if you mess that corner up, you're carrying the deficit as you're going all the way up the hill as well. So.
Yeah, exactly that. So you're getting there. It's
a patient race. Is Martin going to try it this lap? Looks again. Nope, thinks better of it. And Ben is just a little bit just on the world of his own, and Bobo's is out by himself.
Just controlling the pace for now, like.
Yeah, the gap is stable enough.
He was setting the fastest lap, so I needed to respond a little bit.
Yeah, I can understand that. Again, it's this middle sector. This group of 4. It's a beautiful camera shot we've got from the game here. It's just got a nice little heli shot of all of you. It's absolutely fantastic.
But quite difficult. Because out of this corner, then they get a good run. Martin's going drifting.
I wonder if those tyres are starting to drop off a little bit. He's looking very weary out, very squirrely out that corner. I don't think he got on the power as well as he would have hoped.
Yeah, they shouldn't really be going off at any point. They should have enough life to actually last the full distance.
It's just whether, as I say, everyone's not burning them out.
Yeah.
Because as well, everybody following each other in this group, you're going to be wearing your tyres out with the air coming off the cars.
Oh, that's it. You're going to get a bit of dirty air, and it does make the braking a little bit more difficult.
It does. Well.
Ben is getting closer. Like I'm having some problems with my. Can I tell it? Like with my fuel. So it's gonna be difficult.
It's gonna be an interesting last. It's gonna be an interesting last half of this race, I think. Gap's down to 3.2. Ben is. I think he's starting to find his feet, and I think he's trying to turn on the afterburners again. But this G-Star is still managing to hold Armour Red off quite nicely. And there we go. Ben's with the fastest lap. And the race, the 1:18.1. I think Armour's going to try it this lap. He's looking. Nope. Again, thinks better of it. But it's showing the patience of all of you. No one is making any silly moves. No one's making just moves and just thinking, all right, I'll just throw it up the inside and make the other guy move out the way. So fair play to all of you tonight, especially in these difficult conditions.
I think that's it. We've got the difficult conditions, and of course there's a lot of top guys here as well racing tonight. With very respectful drivers around in this group, especially that obviously I'm at the back of. But yeah, that's it. Everyone is very respectful.
Ooh.
I thought about it. Martin,
yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
I had to back out on it.
Yeah.
Martin saw me having a look and cut me up a bit there. Cut me off, not cut me up. He did not cut me up. He was very fair with that one. Definitely a car's width and a half, so it was all good. Just a bit of a tight corner to try to do anything about it.
Yeah, it's not the best of corners, as I say, to try the overtake. I don't even think people in the dry try it there.
I mean, I got the run up through the hill, so I thought I'd give it a go. And
oh yeah,
Martin saw me coming.
Oh, it's understandable.
He's good at his defences, is Mr. Singletrack. So yeah.
Well, he's not a multiple top.
Ahead though.
Armour's through. If he can get the braking right for turn one, no, G-Star's going to hold it around the outside. Fantastic defence from the Flying Dutchman for tonight. Well, I've given G-Star a new nickname now. I think that move that Armour's tried is going to leave him vulnerable to Martin. He makes the move. The move is stuck with the McLaren. From looking at third place, Armour's down to fifth. Maybe sixth if he's not careful. Oh, that's brave. That is very brave. Well held.
That was scary.
Oh, that's tough for Armour. I mean, he was looking at the podium and he's lost 2 or 3 positions in a couple of corners. But that's the thing with this track, as you say, one corner wrecks your momentum, and you're carrying it around for most of the lap.
Yeah, you can do, and I think this is where it's going to get tricky more for me, I think, because of the overall power that the guys have got around me. I noticed I've been right under the rear wing of single track at this point, and then by the end of the straight he's pulled a 10th or 2, so yeah, this is where the power comes in.
Yeah, it's looking like this group is going to hopefully keep at this pretty much till the end of the race.
Yeah, that rain is getting a bit lighter.
It is. There is not as much spray coming up from the cars now. I think it's slowing. I think the rain is slowly stopping.
Yeah, I think so.
May we get some dry running before the end of the Grand Prix?
But the question is...
Oh, G-Star very wide!
They've had a collision.
Oh, Martin is going to be kicking himself for that. He couldn't do anything about it. It was right up the rear wing of the Mercedes, and he literally just clipped. He had nowhere to go, and I think there is damage on the McLaren. He's going to probably have to pit for that one.
Yeah, he tried to avoid, I could see it, and just nothing he could do, unfortunately. That is absolutely guttering for both of them, because again, solid races as well, and everyone having a really good solid race, and yeah, that was heartbreak for them both. I think that's brutal. That's really terrible.
It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. It's kind of separated that group up a little bit more now, hasn't it? But
yeah, it's a straight fight now with Armour and I, so this is going to be an interesting one, see the overall power that the Ferrari's got.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look as well. Another Tier 1 driver is starting to carve his way up through the field. Saviour's on the warpath and coming back through as well. He's having a beautiful fight here with Sanfeo and Carl. Let's go three.
About him.
We've got 3 wide, almost 3 wide down the straight. As Saviour's trying to stick up the inside into turn 4. He's got him. P6 there for the Alpine driver. That gap is slowly coming down at the front. Down to just over 2 seconds as we get into the last 4 or 5 laps. And this one, the race is settled down a little bit now after that little chaos. Martin's kept going. He didn't pit for a new wing. And that's going to be feeling quite rough on that McLaren actually, especially with a lot of these corners. I think.
Yeah, but with the fact it is a short lap, as you were saying, you know, it's sometimes not worth with the amount of laps left to probably have that pit stop. So
yeah, he's probably going to power
points,
through.
Of course, being MRCX, there's still good points on offer for him.
Yep, points for everybody tonight by the looks of it. Ooh, this is going to be a tight little end towards the race, I think, especially for this last spot on the podium.
Yeah, I'm having big problems with the fuel.
The fuel? Oh, crikey.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it.
Oh no.
That's why I'm losing a lot of time to Ben trying to. I did practice with the fuel.
Oh, don't give someone a psychological advantage. And if there's
maybe I'm not.
If there's any X-Matty G,
I like it.
If there's any X-Matty G fans, you'll know that reference.
Ben is not watching.
Let's go quickly to Sanfeo and Lorpe for a while, as I believe them looking like the Mercedes is closing in on that McLaren. McLaren, Mercedes, and then it's McLaren, Mercedes behind them as Martin with G-Start. As Carl is trying to climb all over the back of Sanfeo at the minute. I think he's trying to look for another position himself. I don't think this rain is going to stop before the end of the race.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, there is some sunlight now coming up the hill to 5 and 6, so that makes it a bit tricky up there.
There may be an interesting last little turn for this race. Saviour's closing in on the top 3.
Don't tell me that.
He's not far off that. He's not far off that Ferrari, but he's looking very skittish.
The rears are not feeling good for me as well either. Actually,
the top 2 trade fastest laps. Trading fastest laps like the trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think someone said once. As we head on to lap number 16 of the 18. Everybody's gaps looking a little bit spaced out. 7th and 8th is looking like they're the closest 2 cars on track at the moment. With Martin looking like he's going to close in before the end. As we go, as I say, through lap 16. And this one, we're winding down towards the end of the race now. Can Saviour catch up to Mars? He's still looking very skittish on the power with the Alpine. I wonder if he's either pushing like crazy, the tyres have gone, or the wings. He's running a very skinny. He's looking the sliding out of a lot of the corners. As Carl is he's alongside Sanfeo going up the hill. Should have the line. He's through. Yes, up to P7 for Carl. He's got to worry though. He's not going to get attacked by Sanfeo going to the center S though. Let's go to the intervals quickly. On there, it's less than a second now. Saviour is from Marmar.
Yeah, and he's closed down to me again as well. So last 2 laps are going to be a bit dicey for myself, I think.
Yeah,
some serious battling coming on.
You're lucky as well that it's not actually gone dry. Otherwise, the DRS would have been gone for that last lap, and it would have been quite interesting.
Yeah, it would.
This rain's been a bit of a saving grace for you, as the top 2 come up the hill to start their final lap. Can Armour hold off Saviour? Keep P4? That's going to be the question as the final lap begins for everybody. And Saviour just decides to do that. Yeah, he is, but I don't know whether he's going to get close enough to Armour to have a go.
Oh, it's only half a second, that gap, though.
Yeah, I think if his best bet's going to be, he's going to have to try it up the hill. As they glide through turn 4, Ben and Bobo, as Bobo comes through towards the end of the second sector, I think he may have enough just to hold off Ben.
No.
Go up through John Stout.
No, I don't have fuel.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. It's overtaking me.
Oh, Bobo's out of fuel.
Oh, he's not. No, Ben.
He holds it off. Bobo takes the win. Ben P2, half a second behind. As we go quickly towards the interesting fight for P3, as Hodges managed to hold off Armour Red for P3. Armour P4, Saviour P5, still fantastic fight back from him. Lorpy P6, Carl P7, Samfeo P8. Martin, unfortunate P9th with G-Star and P10th. It was unfortunate because they were up there with that top group for quite a long time. With that one, Wookie comes through for P11. Missing a piece of the front wing. And Smith rounds out the finishers. So, that was an interesting one, boys, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You can say that again.
It was some good practice, man. I learned like about the fuel at least. Like.
Yeah, don't drain the car.
Yeah, and I'm interested. Like, is it because of the rain, or is it just driving wise on this track? I have no idea.
Nor do I, but that was a fantastic finish.
Yeah, I mean, go on then, I'll let you do the results.
As it's doing the thing again where it's on my screen where as Bobo, when did your avatar learn gymnastics?
Just before the last turn. My car was like, no.
You were bouncing in the seat just to get it up the hill, I think, weren't you?
Yeah. But Ben could have passed me if he.
As we let the champagne flow. Double podium for Aston Martin. Fantastic result for you both.
Yeah, I'll take it. Definitely take that. Hard work. The tyres had gone by the end, but no, it was good fun. Good win, Bobo. Fantastic, well controlled.
As it's going to do that thing again with me where it doesn't let me look at the results.
Quickly then in 5 seconds. Bobo, Benny, me, Armour, Saviour, Loppy, Bit, Bassam, Single Track, G-Star, Wookie and Smith.
You're quick.
That was quick.
That was impressive. That was impressive. But that is gonna. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say what I normally say after a race on this one, because I think, boys, we should do it again.
Should we have one more?
What are we saying, everybody? One more race?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yes, it's not a normal end to the race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting not one, but 2 blasts around Brazil tonight. Aren't you lucky this Valentine's Day?
Well, you know, it's a day for giving.
So we're gonna have another race, but with a caveat. We're gonna have a reverse grid. Aren't we?
Well, yes. Why not?
Make it more fun, shall we? As we just wait here in the lobby just for them to set up the Set.
So, I'd say reverse grid is going to be good fun. I mean, that means the Astons are near the back, so
Exactly.
Just means you have to fight your way through.
Yeah, so we've got a Red Bull 1-2 on the grid. No qualifying, of course. Straight into another 18 laps. And it's still random weather.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's hopefully we get an actual nice dry race this time.
It would be nice, like it's if it always would be like this, like rain first race, second race, dry. You have really good practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody's getting a bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
They are.
Aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that was good fun, that race. I mean, that was really patient up top, where I was with Armour, single track, G-Star, and yeah, enjoyed that. Just very unlucky for single track and G-Star.
Yeah.
I think Martin's already said, he just had nothing to do, you couldn't do anything about it.
It's one of the ones where you just see someone go in front of you, you just think, oh dear, you can't do anything with it.
So
it was lucky as well that wasn't actually worse and you weren't collected up yourself.
Yeah, I think because I was struggling to sort of keep with them at the time, I managed to. I was a bit further back.
With this game, like I'm having a hard time when I'm like in the field or something, like to save some fuel, especially maybe when you're alone on track. You don't have somebody in front of you to.
It is.
A lot of lifting and coasting, I think you need.
Yeah, lifting and coasting, yeah, indeed. It's really hard. Maybe you guys are better at it, but I shouldn't in the field, man.
I used to do it religiously. We were always about a good half lap, under fuel. That's how it always the games used to be. And I actually, funny enough, lost a win in Tier 2 here. Up the hill, exactly the same place you did by running out of fuel. So I've never, since that time, I have never, ever, ever underfueled. I've got, it's PTSD from it. I can't do it now.
No, I can understand that logic.
I did it this season in Portugal, first race in Tier 1. I was also in the field, but I had some seconds behind me, like a gap for P7 or something, so I was fine. But,
I remember. I was going to say I remember it from a few seasons back when it was. I had to start unfortunately from the back because of the invalidation on the laps, but I managed to. I got to pretty much P2 at the end of it because it was. I think was it Bergen. I think Calvin were caught up in an accident and it brought me up into P2 because I wasn't running any penalties.
Aye.
That one, but fabulous track here. Always got good memories of here.
Yeah, it is. It is one. Like I say, it is good fun at times, and yeah, you can always enjoy it. And like I say, there's been some good passes there, good overtaking, and I'm not gonna lie. I know I said to Armour just in the Discord there, like sorry for the overtake, but I really enjoyed it round the outside there up the hill. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie. In those conditions, I knew he was there, and I know he's very fair and very clean. So we both gave each other the space, and yeah, managed to hold it round the outside there, and that was nerve-wracking. Especially, it's bad enough in the dry, but in the wet, that was really hard.
I'm guessing there's a fair bit of brand stain on the bottom of that those Aston Martin overalls at the minute.
It was okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It was just heart in the mouth, I think, really more than anything.
Do you know like what I'm thinking of? You probably don't know. But yeah, I will tell. But it's like 2 times like 25%. Would there be some people like in this lobby thinking like, yeah, I can get first and then start from the back, or I can get like P4 in the first race and then have a better chance at the second race? It would be
but tactically,
tactically. Probably not, but it would be funny.
It's an interesting thought. Because I know they do it with the touring cars over here sometimes when, as I know they do the split grids, don't they? So they...
Yeah.
I know I've seen people just go, okay, I'll drop to here just to get the poles like for the final race.
Yeah, so like top 8 or something, they swap around or something like that. They do,
yeah,
don't they, in some of the touring car races.
So To be honest, Bobo, you're saying actually does make sense actually.
Yeah, it could be some. Maybe Savior. That's why Savior like did a little spin at the beginning and
Spinala.
to overtake now.
Yeah. But now we've just got to sort of wait and see as we're starting to ready up what the weather's going to do this time.
Yeah.
Are we going to have the same weather again? Are we going to have it different?
Yeah.
Full wet.
Hedge your bets, folks.
It's funny, like we talked about Savior like before the race and in quali, I believe, that he was always like on the edge, and now he was sliding by himself, or was there an incident?
I think there might have been an incident. I think I'm not sure. Okay. It was quite close, so I'm not 100%. So I don't know. There was a few cars ahead of me at that point, and then I managed to get about 3 positions from it.
It was a weird angle he went up.
So I'm not actually sure. It could have been that lap 1 lack of grip, and so I'm not really 100% sure.
And it's difficult to overtake with the rain without DRS. You need to have like much more pace like than someone else, but it's tough when it's really equal.
Dry.
It's dry.
It is. It certainly is.
Dry this time, so we're gonna have a complete contrast now.
Who's starting pole? Smith.
There'll be the Red Bulls, yes.
The 2 Red Bulls, nice.
It would be like watching real life if no, let's not say the rest of it, Andrew. Let's not be mean to Chaco. Let's not be mean to Chaco.
So the question now is, obviously now it's back to dry weather, different setups again, and different strategies, of course, different fuel use. Bobo.
People don't need to forget like the setups.
Shots fired.
I'm not sure if Ben has said it in chat, but people don't need to forget setups. Like
exactly, always the key thing, yes.
It is around here, so yeah, this is going to be another test now, I think, isn't it? This is going to be good fun to see where that race pace is, and let's be honest, I was happier in the wet than I am in the dry, so yeah, this is going to be, we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, and also about like the straight line speed. I had a feeling Ben had a little bit more straight line speed than me, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was struggling with as well. Yeah, I struggled with that as well. I was like I say, I was right at the back of something like single track, and a 10th and a half, let's say a 10th, coming up Jean Cow and where the DRS zone detection would be, and by the start finish line they've gained a good 10th, and I could just see them edging away higher top speed now, whether that was wing levels or whether that is the pure pace that the cars have got. So yeah, that sort of doesn't bode well now for the dry, I'm not going to lie. And then of course again it's a mandatory one stop, unless you have an incident of course, but of tyre strategies on this one.
Yeah.
Surely it's going to be mediums and soft mediums. It's going to be the preferred strategy, having to use both compounds. I don't think we'll see the hards unless something happens lap 1, but then you can take those to the end. Obviously, very, very comfortably. You can take the mediums again to the end, to be fair.
You got to remember as well with it being 25%, I believe the tyre wear goes quicker, doesn't it, a little bit?
It does. Yeah, it does. It goes with... I don't have a clue what happened there. What happened there? I have no idea how I managed to hit reverse. I have no idea what happened. Sorry, that scared you a
bit. Ben was going when the red light was going off. He was already going. He's
yeah, well, I sort of
used
jumped
to it, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. I sort of half jumped it and then. Yeah, then stopped and then it was... Yeah, I don't know. We'll ignore that. That didn't happen. I hope you didn't see that on stream. I really hope not.
No, we didn't. Your losses are saved.
Oh, thank goodness.
But, no, it's gonna be an interesting one now. I see a lot of split in this race, actually. Only 4 cars on the medium tyres for this one. Which is going to be interesting.
Mark and me told we're talking about it, so we don't end up together in the pit lane.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, I think the pit strategy
how many
is pretty
emails
much
were sent?
half and half. Yeah, it's pretty much half and half for the in terms of strategy, but then just see how the race unfolds and see how we go from there. Really, I think that's the key. There's not much difference in terms of timing between for one lap to the next. So it's just see who can look after those tyres and see who can edge them and who's in a battle, who's going to undercut or anything like that. So yeah, it's going to be. Now,
as I say, it's a tight delta.
Wouldn't surprise me if Ben is going just first lap to the pit and just going on the hard or something and
till the end, and he still tries to win from there.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
He would try it, wouldn't he? Race number 2 for the evening, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are away again in Brazil. Looking like a good start, as I say, both from Roadford Bulls holding station. G-Star, as I say, going to the P3 single track, and a dive straight down the inside there, and he's into P2. Fantastic start from Martin. G-Star to P3. Smits unfortunately had to drop back, as I say, for P4. Lorpy takes still P5. Saviour, as I say, running still P6. Carl, P7. Sanfeo. Oh, both Ferraris are, as I say, sorry about that. As I say, Red's flopped there, as I say. And both Astons still running, as I say, around the back.
Yeah, I got on the curb inside turn 1, managed to keep it out the wall, but hey ho.
As I say, looking like the biggest winner, as I say, single track. Lorpy and Saviour all up 2 places. Oh, Bobo's the biggest winner for this one, as I say, he's up 3.
Yep.
From his in the starting position, as we get rid of that, we'll get rid of this, and we'll go back to having to say it's a very racing is Lorpy and Saviour. Then they're not pulling any punches straight on this first lap. They're already going at each other. This one, Smith, as I say, is dropping a little bit back from the front 3 as single track is on the hunt for Wookie in that Red Bull with the Mercedes. G-Star lurking behind with Smith still P4. Lorpy looking like he's going to get the run on the Red Bull with the DRS going into turn 4. Up the inside as Martin has just taken the lead. Apologies for missing that one. As we have a swap for the lead with Martin up into the lead now with Wookie, G-Star, Lorpy, Saviour P5 now. Smith looks like he might lose another position. This one, Carl backset thinks better of it. But Carl's got to be wary. The Aston Martin right around the outside of him. Fantastic move from Bobo there. Managed to, as the corner switches to the inside and there. Oh, we've had one of the McLarens go. Lorpy, unfortunately. As we drop back to have a quick look and see where Ben is on this one. He's right up the back of Sanfeo. He's going to try going for the Mercedes into turn 1. And this one with the DRS, I think he's going to take it. Hits the brakes. Is Sanfeo going to have the good run to get back into him up for turn 4? And this one, as we go back to single track, as I say, with he's dropped down to P3. Wookie and G-Star managed to get ahead of him. Must have been up from the DRS straight. As Wookie is not letting G-Star settle into any sort of rhythm at the minute. He's trying him pretty much in nearly every corner, see which way where he can get the overtake. On this one with Saviour in P4 just waiting in the wings. Smith P5. Oh, looks like a little bit of contact there as Wookie looks like he's had a bit of an off. And that one, which is allowing everybody behind him, as I say, to get up a position.
Yeah, Wookie was, I don't know what happened, but he was off track.
Yeah, it looked a little bit wide there as we dropped quickly down to the Aston Martin. Bobo up to P4. Beautiful clean move straight up the inside there, but he's going to have to watch that Red Bull does not get a run back at him into turn 4. Single track looking at Saviour. Drop down to Ben quickly. He's starting to get through the sister team cars. Wookie's been overtaken. Smith is his next target. This is almost turning into a little bit of a repeat of the last race, but just in the dry, not the wet. And this one, as Carl is living up to his Minister of Defence title, trying to make that Ferrari as wide as possible in the fight with the Mercedes there of Sanfeo. He's got to watch out with Lorpe waiting in the wings, and the Aston Martin of Hodgie lurking about there as well, just ready to pick up the pieces should they need a rise. And that one, as G-Star still managed to break away from that DRS now. Gets away from Xavier. Xavier's got to watch with Martin on the prowl. With Bobo, who's bringing along Ben as well. This is going to be an interesting few laps as we head towards the midpoint of the race. Fast and Furious again. And this one, already 5 laps in, and can't even catch my breath for a minute. I don't know how hard he does it every week.
Not easily, I know that much. But yeah, there's a few very strange moves going on ahead of me, so I've tried to be optimistic, but now decided I'm going to have to play a different game with Wookie, Loppy, Rassam and Carl.
Yeah, you're patient enough. You're patient enough. I think you could probably try and get through this traffic.
Yeah, let's just see how things go the next couple of laps.
Although looking at it, I think your teammate is going to be on the move again. He's lining that McLaren up, both with DRS though. Looks to the outside, switches back to the inside. Gonna go wheel to wheel through the center S. Beautiful wheel-to-wheel racing between Martin and Bobo there. Clean as a whistle, no contact. This is why we do this, and this is why we show this off. As Ben very nearly goes into the side of Martin. And that one, but Martin manages to fend him off. And we've got this other group on there, P6 down to P11.
Beautiful fight with single track. He showed some good space on the.
That was epic track. Racing between the both of you there. That was fantastic. Both kept it clean, kept it reasonably aggressive, and no one was. There's not bits of F1 car all over the side of the circuit. So kudos to both of you on that one. As I think there is going to be there's going to be 3 wide overtake going into the center S, but Martin backs out, thinks better of it, lives to fight another day. As this leading group is just they're all bunching together now. G-Star is going to be under tremendous pressure going into turn 4 as Xavier does sneak up the inside for the lead. And this one, I think Bobo is backs out, thinks better of it. Ben makes it past Martin of P4. Let's have a look-see with the tyres a minute. Everyone's still up on the top 7, all on soft tyres. First medium runner is Smith in 8th in the Red Bull. On that one, so this medium group is still not miles away from the soft runners, so this we swap around to say pit stops as Wookie gets the first penalty of the night with the 3 seconds on that one, as 4 of the top 5 pit there. Xavier, G-Star, Bobo and Single Track all come into the pit as they swap onto those fresh medium tyres, ready to go the distance. Which the good thing is as well for all of them, I don't think they're going to come out in a lot of traffic apart from each other.
I remember last season in Brazil, I came out of the pits and I crashed into in the exit of the pit lane. It was
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
Lorpe a little bit wide at the top of the hill. That's allowed the Ferrari and the Aston and the Red Bull through. As we go quickly to, we're going to have a quick look at Hodri as well, with the Leicestershire Minister of Defence right in front of him. Flashbacks to the Tier 2 days, eh, Hodri?
A little bit, yeah. It really is. But yeah, it was one of those that I think someone like, I think it might have been Smith may have won a little bit wide and sort of caught Loppy with him a little bit.
As I just go to your move, just ran the outside of Carl into turn 1. That was beautiful.
Yeah, sort of one of those that sort of, for me, needed to happen quickly, knowing Carl's got some pace. So, last time up next.
Yep, as Wookie has called it quits for the night, unfortunately.
3 seconds because
Bobo.
of that. I wanted to give some space to G-Star, that's so...
Oh, unfortunate. It's...
I'm just wondering then if I'm too nice or...
We're not going to start calling you Lando Norris, don't worry. And now I wonder now if that Mercedes is going to start possibly struggling with his tyres, because he's taking those softs longer than anybody at the moment. So I wonder if this is the lap they will start to... Sam Faber is going to have to pit.
Yeah, he does.
He does, as Hodgie goes into the lead. Carl P2, Schmidt P3. These are the medium starters for this race. Now 10 laps in. Let's have a quick look and see where they are in terms to the pit stop runners already. It's 13 seconds at the moment. Ben is behind the race leader at the moment, so this is going to be interesting now with this crossover.
So, a little set from G-Star.
You two having another fight, are you?
Yeah, we have.
And this one, you just leave each other alone. Play nice.
So, Carl's got some good pace in that middle sector.
Yeah, he's keeping with you. He's well within the DRS for this straight. I wonder if he's going to try and have a go at you into the center S.
Yeah, he could do. He's got some good speed.
Let's stay on board with him.
High pits.
Carl goes to the pits. So does Smith.
Looks like Safety can't keep up with Ben.
Don't believe Armor... No, Armor stays out. And that one is Ben does take the fastest lap with a 109.8. As the pit stops are starting to come thick and fast now. So when is these last two going to pit?
Well, that's going to be this lap. I know
probably
that much.
having some issues with his
What was that, Bobo, sorry?
connection. I think Xavier has some connection issues. Yeah,
Is he jumping around a little bit?
he is jumping a lot.
Oh no, not again.
It looks
That
like
is
he's good
unfortunate.
now. I hope he's good. He had some problems with the connection
The
lately.
saving grace, possibly, if Armor Red stays out another lap, he may hold up the leaders a little bit. As Hodgie pits in the Aston, I wonder what tyres he's going to go on to. Armor does stay out, which may help with this, because if Ben catches up to Armor Red, it's going to be a little cork in the bottle. On this one, as we go back to G-Star versus Bobo round, I've lost count. I lost count about 20 minutes ago. As
Oh,
oh no!
that was unfortunate.
Oh, dude.
Little contact.
Need to get
It
some
was a tough
spaces in
one.
it.
It was a tough one.
Yeah, I was unfortunate.
I think I got a good shot of it on the overhead stream, on the stream there.
Interestingly, Rassam pitted second. I think I can't remember which order these two pitted in, but they both come out ahead of me. So the undercut worked back on them. But yeah, just right behind them now. So it's gonna be another battle once again.
Yeah, right.
Rassam on the medium. Carl's looking like he's going on the outside. Got the DRS.
He's got him nicely. Carl's got another. Those two have another 1 or 2 laps respectively on your tyres though, so this will be an interesting little fight towards the end.
Yeah, sort of only us though, to be fair. Everyone else is quite far up the road. So it's sort of this battle now for 5th. Is sort of, I think, unless something major happens, which I doubt it will, but is sort of almost all we can hope for, really.
Yeah, it's a, as I say, for the other race, but been a decent one from everybody tonight, I feel.
It has, absolutely. It's been some fantastic wheel-to-wheel action I've seen, and yeah, it's been really good fun.
Unfortunate, as I say, what happened with Bobo, but
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but still a good fun these races. I like the format, to be honest. Like,
yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? New one for this season.
It is, and I think this could be a mainstay.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, indeed. Especially
Definitely
you can run like different setups if you want, and they talked about it.
It is nice as Carl and Sanfeo still wheel to wheel. A minute as we drop back a little bit just to see Hodgie trying to go around the outside of Carl. He managed to get him. Is he good? Are you going to do the double overtake?
I tried.
Brave boy. Brave boy.
I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. I did aim up for that one.
I saw the light in your eyes then.
Yeah,
I saw the glint.
My aim, really.
I saw the glint in your eyes then.
Yeah, it was looking where Bit was to start with before I could actually come across. But obviously, I knew he was on my inside. But
he's joined the 3-second club as Sanfeo. Unfortunate. I think Ben's just checked out ahead now at the moment. At the moment, I think this pretty much is the fight with P2, P3, and P4.
So, not sure what happened with Rassam there. Hopefully, I thought I was ahead in the braking zone and had the corner, and then there was contact. So, Bits got through on us. I'm not sure what happened with Rassam.
He's still going.
That's okay then. We'll have to. I'm sure we'll speak afterwards. But hopefully,
yeah, we'll keep that one up to say with the stewards.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll keep that up with the stewards as we're going to go to the battle with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the moment. With Xavier, G-Star, and Single Track, all similar age of tyres, so no one's got the tyre advantage.
Did a really good job as well. Like, he stayed behind me the whole time, so he had some good pace.
Yeah, he's been fantastic today.
And I think he had a good race in Tier 2 as well last race. I think P5, if I remember it correctly.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, as I say, what happened to him in the other race earlier, but it's looking like he's making amends for it, and making amends very well. As he's managing to keep that Mercedes pretty much in his sight. And there he's... problem Martin's having at the moment is Saviour's there, because Saviour's giving the DRS to G-Star, and it's helping G-Star fend off Martin at the moment. So he's in that little gap, as I say, that's not the best place to be.
No, definitely not when you're sort of in that little chain as well. Then it is very difficult to either make that move and overtake, but it's even harder, sorry, to break away from it as well. So
And I always say on commentary, it's that when you're in that sort of 3-car fight, it's if you're the second car, you're just going to go, okay, I've got to pick the move better, because if I make a mistake on there, the guy who's behind me is going to have the run on me and get through on me.
Absolutely. And then when it comes down to it as well, then you've also got the fact that a track like this, there's not a lot of time, not a lot of room to try to make that break away from it, unless you've got a massive tyre delta in that middle sector that you can pull that 1 second window and sort of get out of that DRS very, very quickly.
Oh, definitely. But as I say, it's the delta's not that different around here. I don't think it's not really that much of a drop off.
No, exactly.
Compared to other places, so it mitigates it a little bit, I feel.
It can do, yeah, absolutely. But we know how difficult the single track's had a big moment somewhere.
Yes,
Even
I just cut to him. He's dropped back from G-Star. What happened there?
Not sure. Don't know. He's with us.
Don't see if there's any damage on the McLaren.
Can't see it.
No, he's looking for... The car's looking all intact, so I wonder what happened there. Possibly dropped on the power, maybe?
Possibly, don't know. It was a strange place. It surprised I think myself and Carl, to be honest. To be fair.
G-Star goes ahead of Xavier into P2, but I think that may be a strategic move. I think Xavier may try and get him up the hill. Ben is close to Narnia probably at this point. Nope, Xavier's going to try him up the inside anyway, going into turn 4. They've got to go wheel to wheel up the hill. Xavier keeps the position for now, but I think this is not going to be over yet. Wheel to wheel. G-Star. Very shaky under the corner, but it's still wheel to wheel going up in the middle sector. Sorry, Ben, we'll cut to you come across the line in a minute, but I want to stay with Xavier and G-Star as they get a fight up the hill. Who's going to have the wing? Ben takes the win, but who is going to take P2? Oh, they both hit the wall on the inside. Oh, Xavier takes P2 just from G-Star and P3. Hodgie takes P4, fantastic result. Carl P5, Martin takes P6, Law P7, Smith 8th, Sanfeo 9th, Armar 10th. And let's go on with this for these last lap. Bobo is going to be the last finisher across the line. Fantastic result for you, Hodgie, again, another good point.
Well, that's Smith. Enjoyed that one. Yeah, just had to play it with Carl. Not sure what happened with Rassam, but I'll speak to him in a little while, and hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, it should be an easy one to hopefully to sort out. But I'm just looking at the gap between Xavier and G-Star at the end of that.
Oh wow, I just noticed it myself.
That's crazy. But you get that sort of finish here in Brazil, so
yeah.
And that is everybody across the line. So, your opinions, gentlemen. This format's here to stay?
Yeah, I think so.
Man. I like it.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. I think definitely a good format. Obviously brought quite a lot into it, and yeah, absolutely.
I think this shall be a one to save, but I hope that's whetted everybody's appetites for next week.
Yeah, the fun thing about it is like you have like practice. You can like do setups. You can if you win the first race, what I did, I started at the back at the second race, and I can like feel like how is the overtaking with this setup, and so it's a good practice, man. It's really
I
fun
understand
as well.
It is, yeah, definitely. It was good fun, and yeah, I went back to my dry setup, which I haven't obviously tried much, and I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan of. So yeah, there's going to be work to be done over the weekend for me personally, but yeah, like Bobo said, you're right. You know, you can try different things, different setups, and yeah, it's good fun.
I'm glad you both had fun. As finally, I can actually read the results this time. Ben takes the win in the second race from Saviour just in P2 Energy Star. G-Star starts P3, Mark takes P4, Carl P5, Martin 6, Law P7, Smith 8, Samfeo P9, Armar Red P10, Bobo takes P11, and Wookie was unfortunate DNF. So, that may be the end of the racing for Friday, but it's not the end of the racing for the week, is it, gentlemen?
It is. It's weekend.
Yeah, but yeah, nice restful weekend, I think, and then we'll go again Monday and do it all again.
Yes, and I believe we kick off at on 7 o'clock on Monday night with the Tier 2 boys, where unfortunately you're gonna have to see me drive.
And it'll be me bringing you the action as well.
Who are you with for that one? Is that Ant?
I think it's Ant, yeah, this week, so that's going to be good fun.
That'll be interesting. The multi-linguist.
Absolutely.
And then you get to hear my beautiful voice again, because I will be taking back over on when Tier 1 rolls around.
Nice, man. Always good to hear, man.
So, that shall be it from all of us tonight. Bobo, thanks again for joining me.
Yeah, man, it was good fun.
No worries. Hodgie, fantastic as always, matey.
Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure. Been great, mate. Really enjoyed it.
No worries. And that shall be it from myself as well. Until Monday night, 7 o'clock. Take care, everybody, and have a good weekend. Later.